Rush Limbaugh was one of the most influential radio broadcasters of American history. So much so that some argue, during his time of popularity, his influence had the greatest impact of any individual person on how the Republican Party operated.
I would argue that Rush is the leader of the conservative movement in the country.
But I feel like most people I talk to don't really know who he is. That, or they don't realize how much of a piece of shit he really is. If I just described you, I want to fix that. And rather than telling you how much he sucks, I figured I'd show you. So without further ado, Rush Limbaugh.
It's preposterous that Caucasians are blamed for slavery when they've done more to end it than any other race. But we can't go after poor old Barack that way, because he's a minority.
And he insulted a college student who advocated for access to birth control.
It makes her a slut, right? Makes her a prostitute.
Let me put it to you this way. The NFL, all too often, looks like a game between the Bloods and the Crips without any weapons.
You put your kids on a school bus, you expect safety, but in Obama's America, the white kids now get beat up with the black kids cheering, yeah, right on, right on, right on. Everybody's making immigration proposals these days. Let me add mine to the mix. Call it the Limbaugh laws. First, you immigrate to our country, you have to speak the native language. You have to be a professional or an investor. No unskilled workers allowed. Also, there'll be no special bilingual programs in the schools with the Limbaugh laws, no special ballots for elections, no government business will be conducted in your language. Foreigners will not have the right to vote or hold political office. If you're in our country, you cannot be a burden to taxpayers. You are not entitled to welfare or food stamps or other government goodies. You can come if you invest here, an amount equal to 40,000 times a daily minimum wage. If not, stay home. But if you want to buy land, it'll be restricted. No waterfront, for instance, and as a foreigner, you have to relinquish individual rights to the property. And another thing, you don't have the right to protest. You're allowed no demonstrations, no foreign flag waving, no political organizing, no bad-mouthing our president or his policies. You're a foreigner. Shut your mouth or get out. And if you come here illegally, you're going to jail.
Now, I hope those clips helped you understand why I despise this man as much as I do. However, I still feel I need to point out his biggest contradiction. Back in February of 2020, despite the fact that he was pro-life, he died. At least that's what the media says. Because I don't think he died at all. I think he's still alive. Yep, I said it. I think that Jeffrey Epstein, Tupac Shakur, and Rush Limbaugh are all hiding out in one of the abandoned Fire Festival tents. No, but really, when I say Rush Limbaugh is still alive, I mean that his spirit still lives on. It lives on through guys like this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. You get the idea. And all of these creators have one thing in common. They use the same style of shocking discourse that Rush Limbaugh did. Limbaugh demonstrated to wealthy and powerful right-wingers how effective this type of content can be in cultivating support for the right wing. Support from those who would otherwise be voting Democrat for their own interests. Without the framework that he proved to be so successful, none of these creators would be able to exist. Limbaugh has ingrained this type of political discourse into our culture so deeply that there is not a chance of getting rid of it. He plagued the nation with a case of brain cancer so severe that I am afraid it is going to leave America in the same state that cancer left him. So have a good day!